I'm up on the rooftop of my hotel in Haramtare, Gorkha, Nepal, and starting out the day. It's about 6:30 a.m. Um, it's interesting. There's a lot of, you can hear the noise here right now, but starting at about 5:30, there was people working on construction, yelling, and it's a these people work hard around here. They get up early and start working. I wanted to talk about a couple of things. One is climate. The In this area, which is in the southern district of Gorkha, or the southern part of the Gorkha district, it is pretty temperate. The winters are not. They're much more difficult in Minnesota. Here in the wintertime, December, January, rarely does it get below zero. The latitude is similar to like Florida or Georgia, but we're at altitude. I would suppose where we're at right now is at about 6,000 feet. I'm totally guessing. I know we're higher than Kathmandu, and Kathmandu is about 4,000. So I think it's not quite as high as Denver, but that's kind of what it feels like. They don't get snow, so I'm just kind of talking. But when I was thinking about Nepal, I think of harsh conditions weather-wise. That's when you get up in the Himalayas. And even, you see mountains here. These are called hills. We're not in the mountains yet. It is when you get to the Himalayas where the tops of the mountains are 25,000, 28,000 feet. We're here at 6 plus. These are just the hills. The second thing I wanted to attend to is we have not seen a great amount of earthquake destruction. Even though we're in the district where the epicenter of the quake was in April, these areas, some of them were damaged, but not a lot yet. We'll be seeing more later today. They say when you get up higher in the mountains, in the hills, it gets, as I said yesterday in the vlog, 60,000 homes were fully destroyed in this district, which is not a huge area. So we're not far away from places where homes were totally crumbled. The construction here is a little newer also, so it's more earthquake resistant. When we get up into the more remote areas like we will today, the house is just crumbled. So I'm expecting that. We'll see. You'll see that if it's true. So I'm going to sign off, get moving a little bit, and we'll check in later. We're stopping here just for black tea.
Black tea.
It's everything here is really sweet, so I love it. And the road is this is how the road has been for the last 30 minutes or so, and before that it was a little bit better than this. But we're in this tiny little corner, I guess I'd call it. We're in a tiny village where LWR has done some work. So we're going to do some interviews here with some of our program recipients, participants that have participated more in the livelihood and agriculture area. So we're going to spend a little bit of time here. Here's some new friends. Can you wave? Namaste. When I talk about livelihoods and agriculture, really what it's talking about is helping these farmers that have been farming here for hundreds of years, thousands of years, but teaching them the best practices in techniques in how you plant, where you plant, what you do to prepare the soil, and then also talking about diversifying the crops so that they have many different things, and helping them with seed, teaching through the co-ops, times for harvest, what works well to bring the soil back to a good place, and so lots of different things. And now we're gonna take a look at some families down here that we've worked with.
भोगेसुती त्यस्तो अवस्था सबै धेरै मान्छेहरू त्यस्तो अवस्था पर्दो रहेछ अनि त्यो कारणले चाहिँ अब यो हामीलाई सम्भव भने बेलुका अब काममा गइन्छ बेलुका आइन्छ हैन सम्भव भने एउटा सोलरको व्यवस्था भयो भने चाहिँ हामीलाई ठुलो लाभान्वित हुन्छ सबै
What is adding, what they are facing recent now is there is a very limited, there are very limited electricity in this village. Sometimes that does not exist for a week. And at the time they are facing problem to have a food, making food, and they are always go to the field. And this is very much big problem nowadays. After the quake, sometimes electricity goes out for 7 days, 1 week. And if they have the provision of solar system in the village, then it would be very helpful to them.
Have they seen solar systems in solar panels and other solar systems?
तपाईहरुले त्यो सोलर सिस्टम अरु ठाउँमा देख्नु भएको छ?
देखे सर छ कतिपय ठाउँमा भन्नुस् न हजुर
We were talking about what it was like when the earthquake happened, and one of the benefits of it happening during the day is that everybody was out in the field. If it would have happened at night, there would have been more casualties and injuries. And we have a little friend here. But there were some farm animals and so forth that were under roofs that caved in. Here's a home back here that was destroyed by the earthquake. This is a home. We were just sitting, working, talking with the family, and this home was destroyed during the earthquake. And LWR helped to rebuild it with some of the sheets of metal on the top, and also in some of the construction materials. The people got some. They started rebuilding about a week after. They were living in the field basically with a tarp for that time. They started building, a week later, but it wasn't finished for a month and a half. So they basically lived in the field and under a tarp for a month and a half. And from what I gather, that's pretty good. It seems like a lot of people may still be struggling for shelter. So it's good to see what's going on around here. I'm going to sign off now because our video's gone far enough. I'm going to split it into a couple different parts so this doesn't get too long, but I'm going to, well, you'll see the next one if you're interested in watching more. This is basically just the first half of the day, so catch the second half in the next vlog. We'll talk to you later.